What is a mildly disturbing fact? The farthest point on the planet you can be from civilization in any direction is a blip in the Pacific Ocean called Point Nemo. If you were stranded there, you'd be thousands of miles away from help, and it would be very unlikely you'd be seen or rescued, as cargo ship routes don't go near it. To put the distance into perspective, the closest people to you would be the crew on the ice. For extra context, the word Nemo is Latin for no one. In toddlers, their adult teeth are right underneath their eyes. Edit. Thanks, kind stranger, for the silver, he said mildly. Rabbits will eat their own young if they are stressed enough. Moths will vibrate their genitals as a way to prevent a bat's screeches, echolocation, from hitting them. It's physically possible to die of a broken heart. It was seen in either mice or frogs. After them having a large emotional response to something, their heart valves collapsed. Schizophrenia can hit randomly from the ages of 15 to 26 if it is in your genetics. Some people are totally fine. Then bam, auditory hallucinations and delusions start happening. Edit. Yes, it is possible before and after those ages. But since schizophrenia is triggered after adolescence and before the brain is done developing, it usually occurs between those ages of 15 to 26. I keep getting ads online for schizophrenia treatment, and I don't have schizophrenia, but I'm wondering what the algorithms know that I don't. That sound you hear on cartoons when planes, or anything, goes into a dive was taken from a Nazi dive bomber as a form of psychological warfare, and it is likely that particular recording was the last thing someone heard. Research Ju-87 Stuka Jericho trumpets. Dolly Parton lost a Dolly Parton look-alike contest to 6-foot overly exaggerated fake-breasted drag queen. And after the show, the winner walked up to Dolly Parton and said her tits were too small. That is my favorite random mildly disturbing fact. In France, a pig was dressed in human clothes, tried in court, and was sentenced to death. Dart. For eating a child's face. Frick. This blew up. I went from 41 karma to 6.8k, and thank you so much for the gold. In fairness, that's pretty illegal. And very uncool. Have you ever thought about how whales and dolphins die? When they get too old and weak to swim to the surface to breathe, they start sinking into the cold, dark depths of the ocean, and suffocate. When a whale dies and sinks, it's actually called whale fall, and it creates entire sea floor ecosystems. So living whales are future ecosystems. The circle of life. If you live to become the oldest person alive, the entire human population has been replaced in your lifetime. Except you. If in the right conditions, when some bodies decompose, their fat turns into soap and turns the person into a soap mummy. Whenever there's an earthquake, bodies in graves shake around like maracas. This one's shockingly funny. You walk past by an average of 16 murderers in your lifetime. Dogs like squeaky toys because it reminds them of a small animal being killed. Maybe when dogs murder small animals, they just like it because it reminds them of squeaky toys. Thanks to pregnancy, the average number of skeletons in a human body is greater than 1. Edit. Wow. Guys, thanks for the bling. I've never gotten any before.